Alright, Vasco. We planted our flag on the Mun.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Yep.
We've rescued the data from the original Mun lander.
Mm-hmm.
And now we must return to our home planet.
Yep.
Are you ready?
Yes, but only because I'm still wearing this Pikachu hat.
You are. It's pretty sweet. Do you think we can do it?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, not really.
So we're going to give it a little bit of thrust.
I mean, it would really help if we had the ability to time travel by slingshotting around the sun. I feel like that would give us at least 2 shots at it, you know?
This looks like we're going to do it. 90 degrees. We've got an orbit happening here. It's in the wrong direction, but I'll take it. I guess we wanted the opposite of 90 degrees.
Negative 90 degrees?
So once we get up to a decent height where we're not going to run into a mountain or anything,
Yeah.
we basically just want to have our velocity. So that's 9. Anything over 10 should be good. We want it to be basically going horizontally, so that we get in orbit here real fast.
Here's a question.
Yes.
So we like decoupled from our various rocket stages.
Uh-huh.
Is someone going to come by to pick those up?
No.
That seems like littering, which I do not endorse.
Let's see if we can make ourselves...
Can we set up a space program specifically to clean up after the space program?
We could. We could do that thing that you said. 50, that is way more than we need. Abscess of 12. We will take that.
It looks like it clips the surface. Is that a problem?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
It's just our angle. We're slightly angled. The lowest point is marked here as 12,000 meters. So we will be fine. So we're doing pretty good. We've got a ways here until we get to doing this maneuver. Let's just see if we don't even have to orbit. Maybe we can just go directly to Kerbal.
Is there a space station between here and the planet? Where we could get some drinks or something?
There isn't a space station. I built one in a later version of the game, but there isn't.
Can you get drinks there?
No. You can do science there.
Can you get a science drink?
No.
Do you know what that is?
I don't.
Okay, I don't either.
So this would put us...
There's some purple happening. I don't feel like I've seen purple before.
That would not get us to where we want to go. So I'm going to stick with the original plan of getting in orbit, which is much more likely to get us home. I have successfully launched and gone directly to Kerbal.
I bet your ship was way sharper then, though.
It wasn't that it was sharper. It just had a lot less fuel, and I had no choice. It was either do that or die. So I did it.
Well, I bet you were only successful because your ship was sharper.
So this is a 7.
Your ship isn't sharp enough.
Clearly. Alright, how about after this, after we land, I will let you make whatever ship you want. I will design it exactly as you want it.
Okay, great.
As sharp as you want it. Let's go.
I mean, the main problem is your outdated space program doesn't have enough sharpness.
Alright, we're in orbit.
Time to rocket?
Time to rocket to the Kerbal. Up we go.
Journey to the center of the Kerbal?
We could do that. It would result in our death. So...
You found a green laser. Do you want that?
It's definitely not what I want. 7 million. Oh, this is not going well. I swear I've done this before.
I don't doubt that. But it really doesn't look like we're getting very close at the moment.
I just went in the wrong direction. That's the problem.
How much more difficult would it be to, like, turn around?
Oh, so much more difficult. Here, let's just try to figure that out. Right? Let's see if we can plot that course. Add maneuver. I don't even know if it'll let me do that.
I do wonder.
Like, so much straight that it bends around in the other direction.
I'm not even sure what we're looking at right
Nope.
now.
Like, I could fire...
You could, like, land
Alright, here, watch this, right? We're gonna quick save. We're gonna try this.
Okay.
I fire my engines in the opposite direction of travel until I'm not moving forward at all.
Let's see if you can just
And then
maneuver the other
Make
direction.
a whole new orbit in the other direction. I will not have enough speed, enough delta V to get home. Absolutely. As you can see, it slows down significantly. as it changes. Yeah, see, I'm really running out of fuel.
No, that's fine.
This is a good experiment. We're doing science here. We won't get any science from it, but...
This is for the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead.
So now we have completely reduced our velocity, and it's
We've almost completely used up our fuel.
And now we are, in fact, going in the opposite direction. We don't have a lot of fuel.
But do we have enough?
No, we don't have enough fuel.
If we time this right, then we definitely don't have enough fuel.
We're already past our highest point, so we're descending now to our death. It's gonna be fun.
See ya, Bob! There you go, that looks like a straight line.
It's getting us pretty close, actually.
It would just take, like... Well, what would you say the scientific measurement is? Like a butt ton of fuel? Maybe like 1.25 butt tons of fuel?
If we don't run out of fuel, this will get us home.
We are, like, out of fuel.
We are, in fact...
I believe we're now literally out of fuel?
Literally out of fuel. So... this is what we managed to accomplish. Let's reload.
So what did we learn from that?
Don't.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I feel like all we learned is that you should be better at this game.
No. I'm fine with this game. We can get to where we're going.
Well, let me ask you this: where we're going, do we need roads?
Yes.
Because if so, then you really should have brought the motherfucking golf cart. Or at least put some, like, sweet wheels on the bottom of your landing gear, which do not seem to have wheels.
How far away is that? 12 million kilometers.
That's pretty close, though. Am I right, ladies? Am I right, ladies?
It's getting us there.
So, like, what is the implication of where, like, the line stops? Is that where you run out of fuel or something?
That is where you escape the Mons gravity.
Oh.
This purple line is your orbit around Kerbal. See how far away it is from there.
But, like, where that overlaps, where the orange and the purple overlap, couldn't you do a maneuver to get a better orbit? Isn't that a thing you could do?
So, the thing I could do is get into very, very high Kerbal orbit, and then reduce it very slowly. So that gets me pretty close. Let's see if I reduce my velocity. So what I would do then is, at here, I would burn to reduce here, and this would bring it come into here. I just don't know if I have enough fuel to do that. Oh, look. Hey.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. I don't know what I was pushing to make that happen, but I've done it.
Alright, do it. Do that one.
300 kilometers. We'll reduce it significantly. 13. Okay, if we did that, we would literally just burn up and explode. But we're very
It sounds
close.
pretty cool, though.
57, too high. We'll bounce off. 37, probably could make that, but let's try to get down to 23. We can always adjust this a little bit.
Nope. This is the last one.
So, we are going to do this. We are going to land back on Kerbal. And we're going to be very happy about it. 37 minutes until...
Well, here's my other question.
Yes.
What happens if a spaceship just crosses your path right now?
Your
Your ship isn't nearly sharp enough to deflect it.
You're right.
Like,
I would
the
have a
whole
problem.
thing will just be screwed.
I would have a very big problem. So we need to burn for a minute 40. What's half of a minute 40?
50 seconds?
50 seconds. So at 50 seconds, we will burn. That's 50 seconds right there. This is looking pretty good.
It's looking okay.
It's looking pretty good.
Oh, but what happens if, like, some other, like, the Russian Kerbals with their superior space program have their giant robot arms grab your ship?
that would be a problem.
Like, you couldn't stop that.
I don't have a robot arm, so you're right, I couldn't.
I mean, not only do you not have a robot arm, but you're not sharp enough to, like, you know, defend yourself from it. Because, like, if you were really sharp and the hand went to grab you, you'd be like, ah! So sharp! And then just fly away.
3, 2, 1. Alright. I'm going to have to make some adjustments to that. So we are going to be about... It's hard to see. Get to 127 kilometers, but that's okay. Let's get to there first. So we're gonna warp ahead.
Well, we definitely want to adjust before we get there, right? Because of the ridiculous length of this orbit.
Right. Focus jump here to.
What did you just do?
I think I know what happened. I think that burn put us going through the planet. Like, I changed the inclination so significantly that we were actually going to, like, go through the planet. But the orbit kept calculating, even though we were just going to fly into the planet.
Which planet? Kerbal?
Yeah, no, the moon.
Oh. How?
It
seems unlikely.
It's stupid, but that's what I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Feels unlikely.
I don't know what happened. We're gonna do this again. Is it working?
I mean, did you let any time pass previously to reposition around?
I mean, I was warping, which can sometimes physics happening can really ruin things. 122. Oop, that's crashing into the planet. I mean, maybe I just warped so fast I just crashed into the planet. That's possible.
Wouldn't that have taken several orbits? Because you were in pretty high orbit based on the calculations before, weren't you?
No.
I thought you were in like the hundreds of...
Yeah, okay, so look where the path is. Through the planet.
But how could you possibly... If you're just starting from the back of the planet, how could you have
not.
done all of that?
The point starts here that I'm calculating, and then that puts us through the planet here.
No, but I mean, like... Oh, so you're already... So you would make a full rotation around?
No, I would make a full rotation around before starting the maneuver, and then would dive directly into the planet before the bottom.
Okay, so don't do that.
Yeah, so that's not what I'm gonna do. So that
just fucking shoot. Just shoot at the planet.
So we need to change this out so we're not quite so. So as long as I keep this above 10, that's about as close as I can get that. So that's not bad. That's not bad. So when I do that, I can do a burn here that'll make this smaller. I think we can do this, and this doesn't even take that much delta V to do. So we're gonna do it. You ready?
Not really, but do it.
I'm just gonna fucking do it.
Just fucking do it.
Hopefully, Drew cut some of that out.
No, it's fine. This is the whole episode. You said next time we'd do it, and we totally did it.
No, but
because it was explode one time and then fuck around with some arrows.
It's gonna be fine. Here we go. I need to know how long this burn is gonna be.
Just do it.
25 seconds. So that's not a lot at all. And we definitely have enough fuel to do that.
That seems like kind of a lot.
I mean, getting back to the planet probably will take many minutes. Or at least a minute and a half of burning. So half of 25 seconds is what?
Half of 25 is 12.5.
So at 13 seconds, we're going to start this burn. 3, 2, 16, 15.
Let
14.
it rip! Let it rip!
Ripping it! It's ripping.
Did you...
I did it, see? Look.
I didn't hear any, rocket sounds. Now I hear rocket sounds.
He's having a grand old... He looks scared.
He does not look happy. Okay. Doing a thing.
Pretty close.
So where now?
What?
So what now?
So at here, I need to add a maneuver.
Are we actually on this orbit now? I thought we would need to make an adjustment.
We will make it to this orbit. Here. And then I will just reduce this very significantly. And let's go to the work. I mean, it's nicer and cleaner to just jump off the moon and land, but that did not happen.
I feel like the fastest point between, or the fastest way between 2 points in space is just a line. That's like a really angry rocket line.
That's true, except gravity.
I fail to understand your argument. Gravity just makes it faster if you fire yourself in the correct direction.
So we are now going to go out here. And we are now along this orbit here.
That got confusing.
It basically just switched from being under the influence of the Mun to the influence of Kerbal. Kerbin, rather. So now we've orbited Kerbin at 3 million kilometers.
That's not very close.
It's as close as we could get.
Should get a little closer, I think.
We're about to do that.
Actually, get like a lot closer really fast by just firing as a straight line. You do it.
You know what's funny? This far out, you know how many seconds I have to burn to get this to where I need it to be to land?
No, I didn't.
Only 10.
Really?
Yeah, when you're this far out,
because the gravity's not.
The small adjustments. It's basically because of angles. Yeah. So like angles will spread it apart further and further. So we need 10 seconds. Half of 10 seconds is 5. Also, this far out, your distance from the maneuver matters a lot less than your velocity, because I just bypassed it. But that's okay. We're gonna throw out that velocity, and we're gonna bring in orbit. $200, $100, $51, $49, $30.
Hi. Are we doing football now?
31 kilometers. We can go with that. Alright, we're gonna land. Are you excited?
I'll be excited when we either explode or succeed.
Alright. Should we do that in the next episode?
What?
Or should we just land?
I think we should land.
Alright, we're gonna land.
You promised this episode would be something, so something should happen.
Here's the something. You're gonna be careful about warping too fast, because I will...
Totally explode? Yeah, that's fine.
I will totally explode. We're gonna land. It's gonna happen.
Can you take some temperature readings on your home planet?
I can.
Does that give you science? Or does that
just
waste your time?
There's plenty of biomes on Kerbal, and so if you do science on Kerbal, you can even make a little rover and drive around your...
Yeah, why didn't you bring that to the goddamn moon?
Because the rovers are heavy, and I didn't have the technology. But we're gonna unlock it.
Now, with all the science we did?
We're getting very close. So we still have some fuel, which will be useful for slowing down our orbit and hopefully landing in the water. Getting close. What's our altitude? We are currently 156, 155. We are moving very fast. 3,000.
Yeah, so think about how quickly you'd get home if you just, like, aimed at it.
It's true. I'm going to point in the opposite direction here and get us down onto the planet. Are you excited? It's going to happen.
Do we get, like, a third sound effect for this? Like a third fart?
We could have a third fart. Do you want to make the fart?
Sure.
For when we land? Is that when we're doing the fart?
Well, I mean, I feel like one for this, like, counter trajectory.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
In a second now. Where's this going to put us down? There.
Probably home. Aim for home.
Alright, we want to do this a little quicker. So, you ready? Here it goes. Go.
Yep. That was a significant portion towards home.
So that brings us down to 29. I'm gonna fire it again. Ready?
No, I mean that was the big one.
So I can just do it now?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we're trying to devalue the experience. We just want to improve it. Like a little bit of fart seasoning, if you will.
We are now within Kerbal's atmosphere.
Kerbals can spit really far. Is there heat shielding on this thing?
There is going to be heat shielding. We should probably release ourselves from this. Oh, jeez.
We're totally screwed now.
I need to turn, otherwise we're going to explode. I can't figure out which way. That's the wrong way. There we go.
Sometimes it is best to figure out the right way by first figuring out the very, very wrong way.
Well, we did that part. Turn off our SAS, which will hopefully level us out. Yes. Now nothing is going to explode.
I am unconvinced of this fact.
We're going to do it, Vasco. We are going to land back on Kerbal.
Either that, or we're gonna, like, crash a ship, like, really close to where we're trying to get, and then the next mission will be to just get to science.
Look, he looks fine. He's having a good time.
You
You're doing EVA right now? He would explode.
I was gonna say, I feel like he would just die.
Literally catch fire.
He does seem pretty happy at the moment.
Right?
Like, this is the first time I've seen him, like, not want to throw up.
Yeah, he's excited. He's going home. Gonna get to see his wife and kids.
Why did we even send him out there?
How or why?
Why? He didn't seem to like it very much.
No, he didn't. He's not a great astronaut.
Is he a horse astronaut?
He may in fact be a horse astronaut. So I think we're gonna land in the water here. Who knows? Because there's clouds.
There are clouds. Now, are all of the clouds
also,
part of this
like,
mod that you were talking about?
We're also gonna land like in darkness. Actually, so Kerbal itself is right at the aeronautical area is like right around here.
Yeah.
And the closer you land, the less money it takes to recover. So we're actually gonna do pretty well here.
I don't think he was, like, adjusting his helmet there. Like, he couldn't breathe in it.
Yep, we're going to land in the water, so that's good.
Is that good? Just because it's less exploding?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Our parachute will get us to where we need to be. We've got some temperature gauges coming up here, which is a little disconcerting. Our ablator...
Can you take some temperature readings by going EVA?
I could do an EVA. At this point, I could probably do one without dying. But let's not do that. Actually, I probably could.
Really? Even now, where, like, the heat's dying down?
Yeah, but there's still, like, lots of wind.
Yeah.
So if I...
So you just go fly.
Just go flying, yeah.
That sounds really funny.
Alright. So, we want to deploy this chute here.
He suddenly looks sick again.
He does. It's gonna be fine, guy. Don't you worry. So it says it is now safe to deploy the chute. I'm going to wait until we slow down below 200 meters per second, just to be really safe. Coming down through the clouds.
Just to make really sure that you're going to splat really hard?
Just to make sure that I don't lose the chute. Because I could do that. And then, yes, I would splat really hard. Alright, 199. Let's deploy that chute.
Doesn't really look like it's securely attached to the... pod thing.
Yeah, that thing is adding some complication, but it seems to have successfully deployed. We are now slowing to 6 meters per second. Oh, and look at that beautiful sunset.
Or sunrise?
No, it's definitely sunset. Well, maybe it's sunrise. Who knows? Look at that beautiful sun at the horizon. It's huge!
Sunrising.
Alright, we're coming down. Now I'm going to time warp a little bit.
Oh no, it is a horizon.
Ah!
Figured it out. We got there.
You're hilarious.
I'm so funny. I should have my own show.
Look, we did it. Should we take some
He doesn't look happy about being in the water. I feel like he's simultaneously, like, happy not to be, like, on the verge of death.
Let's log the pressure
and
data.
not thrilled with the fact that he's laid in the ocean.
And log the temperature. Hey, 3.2 science. We'll take it. Should we do a crew report? Can we even do a crew report?
I'm in the water.
We cannot do a crew report.
Do the individual, like, Kerbals have, like, different personalities? Can you get, like, a really, like, anxious person? And just, like, every one of their reports is like, shit!
They have 2 barometers, and when we get back to the base, I will show them to you before we end this episode.
Okay.
Let's recover the vessel. We did it! High five. We successfully took a trip to the Mun, and we are now at 390 science. We got 300.
How close are we to robot hand?
I don't know. Let's find out. Science.
Where's robot hand?
Right here. We can, in fact, purchase the robot hand.
Do it now.
Purchased. All right, we did accomplish everything. So just so in case you're curious,
okay.
If we go to the barracks here, we want to purchase a new Kerbal.
So we have...
They have 2 meters. Courage and stupidity.
I like that one is a positive and one is a negative, where they very easily could have arranged them such that it was courage and intelligence, or like fear and stupidity.
Yep. So, this guy's pretty courageous, but dumb as fuck. These guys were really dumb.
There's literally someone whose like courage gauge is full and their stupidity gauge is empty.
That's really impressive.
You should like hire that one.
But he's a pilot, though. Pilots are useless, as we've already pointed out.
No, I mean, they're fine.
Alright, let's call it an episode. We got the gauge that you wanted. We got the arm, the grabber arm.
Sweet.
And maybe in a future episode, we'll use the grabber arm.
Sweet.
To go to a distant planet.
We should just make, like, a killer robot that doesn't even, like, leave. It just, like, wanders out of the space facility and, like, eats all the Kerbals.
We could absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Join us then.
This is not my first rodeo of handling a rod. That looks good.
Right. It's
fuck
clearly not
off.
possible.
Yeah, no, clear. But what the hell? Like, what is the point of the stupid owl thing?
I don't know, for funds.
In that case, let's find something to attack with the stupid owl. I do wish this didn't take 10 years.
Yeah, I know, right? Do we really need this cutscene every time?
Is it skippable? Not really. Oh,
It is skippable.
double minus will do it. Maybe.
Where are you gonna send it?
I don't know. But I'll send it somewhere. Can I attack the...
Yeah, send it at the chicken. Oh my god! Will it bring you the...
It
Oh
will!
my god!
There is a way to get the chicken up here. Okay, now what
That's
the hell
fine.
do I do with it, though?
I don't know.
There's gotta be something.
Go get the rupee.
Oh! Adieu.